You're watching your digital classroom study with Sudhir. My name is T.S. Sudhir. A few hours to go before the ICSE Class 10 results and the ISC Class 12 results are declared at 3 p.m. Now, this video is primarily to mention some of the technical details that you need to be careful about while you're trying to access the results and also after you have found out what the results are like. Now, point number one, there will be traffic to the CISCE website, though not in the range of the kind of traffic that you see to state board portals or even the CBSE, because the number of students at a little less than 3 lakh is much less than what we see in both CBSE and the state boards. But it's important that the council's website, the servers are essentially able to take the load of so many students and parents trying to access the results at the same time at 3 o'clock. Now, I can tell you from last year's experience when we were checking Tejaswini's results, we managed to access it within the first minute. So, there wasn't much of an issue, at least in 2019, and if I remember the date, the 7th of May. But yes, do bear in mind that technical hiccups can always happen because it's not just the 3 lakh odd students. The schools also try to access the results at more or less the same time, and in many cases students and parents also try to do so from different instruments, right? So the number obviously goes beyond 3 lakh. So what you should do, while in Rome, do as the Romans do. So if you have more than one instrument, a laptop and a couple of mobile phones, you could try to attack it from all sides and try to access it the fastest finger first. Okay. Point number two, please ensure that you read the CISE website press release that they put out yesterday carefully and keep your admit card with all those details of unique ID and index number ready, okay, so that you are not searching for it at 258 or 259, right? Now, there will also be some students who would know their rival classmates' unique ID and index number and try to do something of that. Okay, I am not too sure whether you can access it like that, but my suggestion to you would be to avoid any such temptation. Check your result first. Okay, so don't be so excited about your competition. Point number three, the council gives you the option to access the result through SMS as well. You could do that as well, though I'm not sure whether with the traffic, the SMS from the council giving details of the result would land in your inbox almost immediately. But no harm in trying that as well. We did not try that for Tejaswini last year. Okay. In point number four, now in the press release, and this is important, the council has indicated the format in which the marks will be given. Now, as usual, the council does not make things very clear. It does not clarify whether this is only for the SMS format, because this has been put under the SMS format, right? Or whether it will be the same even on the website, because in 2019, all the 10 marks of the 10 subjects, the marks of all the 10 subjects were mentioned individually when we access the result on the website, right? As I said, we did not check it on the over SMS. Now, look at the example they have given on page 2 of this press release. It says Shashank Tiwari, English 98, Hindi 87, HCG, History, Civics, Geography 95, Maths 98, Science 90, CTA 100. I'm not too sure. I don't know whether it refers to the optional subject, right? Now, what this means is that you will not know how much you scored in English language and English literature separately. If I am to go strictly by what the example that they have quoted on in their press release. And I find this quite weird. Similarly, you will not know how much you have scored in physics, chemistry and biology individually. You will not know how much you have scored in history, civics and geography individually, right? And given the fact that subjects like geography and biology, you did not even take those papers. So, you may have to wait for the detailed mark sheet which you will get after 48 hours in order to know how much you have scored in individual subjects like English literature, history, civics, chemistry, physics, etc., right? So, I find this a little strange, and I would really like the council to explain why they would give marks only for 6 combined subjects and not the 10 or 11 subjects, because some students take 11 subjects instead of 10, right? So, this is a bit of a doubtful area, grey area, which the council has not quite explained in its press release. Point number 5, now many students have been asking how to calculate the percentage. Now, if this press release is right, I am adding that caveat. It means that for ICSE students class 10, they will give you marks out of 600, as I just mentioned. So all you need to do is to look at English, which is compulsory, and see the best 4 subjects, that is English plus best 4, and leave out the one in which you have scored the least. That will be your best 5 percentage, and I have been saying this again and again, your best 5 percentage is only to bring you at par with CBSE, because CBSE is out of 500, and this is used only to secure admission to your class 11, right? Now, for example, just to take the same example of this Mr. Shashank Tiwari, in his case, English 98 will be there, and look at the other 5 subjects. Now, which is the subject in which he has scored the least? That is Hindi, 87. So, Hindi will be left out. So, the best of 5 will be 98 plus 95 plus 98 plus 90 plus 100 divided by 5. Okay, that will give you the best of 5 percentage. Now, point number 6, please apply in the DigiLocker for your mark sheet in case if you have not done already, and that you will get after 48 hours of the results being declared according to the press release. Now, the process is explained in the press release on what you should do in order to apply in the DigiLocker, and I would assume if they do not declare the detailed marks of all the 10 to 11 subjects in the website today, you will probably get access to that only in the mark sheet 48 hours later. That's something which we'll need to wait till 3 o'clock to see how they have given, and whether this was restricted only to the SMS format, that's not clear. Final point, rechecking of paper. Should you or should you not go for it? The cost is 1000 rupees per paper for ICSE and 1000 rupees per subject for ISC. My advice to you is apply only if you're absolutely sure that your marks will be increased, because 1000 is not a very small amount. Okay, it could just prove to be a waste of money. And again, the council is not clear, at least in its press release, whether rechecking means the entire paper being checked, or like it happens in many cases, at least in the state boards, you only do the totaling again in case there is, to ensure that there is no totaling mistake, right? An addition mistake. So, please do check on that. Go for it only if there is a huge difference between what you expected and what you have actually got. Okay, and this is restricted only to the papers that you appeared for, not the papers which were cancelled, which were scheduled for the month of July and got subsequently cancelled. I hope this helps. My best wishes to you. As always, my blessings. Do well, stay calm. Okay, thank you very much for watching. God bless you.